Warning, warning, global warming.
Oh my god, it's engineering.
I love you. Ah, I hate when they leave the game. Where? Oh, Jabba Chow. I'm Elton. I'm Elton John. I'm a rocket man.
You have to be loud and proud like your gay old dad.
He made a parody of his own song, Christmas song, the latest one, Sausage Rolls, for a charity thing. Oh, come on!
You know, I'm gonna head to bed.
See ya.
Bye-bye.
Why? Oh. We find a way. We find a way. I'm gonna lead the party.
What?
I'm gonna lead the party.
Oh, okay.
I'm just bored. guess I'll find some way, like I wanted to. Why doesn't he want to join? Oh, fuck. We will find a way. Everyone. Like we wanted to. Oh. What has not even responded to me? What so fucking whatever? We'll find a way out. I got wanted to.
Great gifts delivered fast. And free express delivery with eBay Plus.
In 2016, 2B2T took the internet and Minecraft community by storm. A Minecraft server which has been running since 2010 on the same map with bases over 10 years old from beta versions of the game and a never-before-seen detailed history. With its popularity, people started to become interested in Minecraft history and old Minecraft servers. For a while, 2B2T was considered the oldest Minecraft server until players dug deeper and discovered Minecraft Online, a server running the same map that has never been reset for over 11 years, which began the day Minecraft Survival Multiplayer was officially released. At this point, players thought that was it. A server which began on the same day Minecraft multiplayer was released, there can't be any older. However, another lesser-known server, Nerd.nu, was discovered, found to have been running since June the 10th, 2009, before Minecraft even had survival mode, and its older classic creative multiplayer. However, Nerd.nu had reset its map multiple times over the years, and as such, was no longer using the same map which it began with, such as how Minecraft
I don't
Online
want it
had.
to.
Therefore, many players still considered Minecraft Online to be the oldest server, as it had the oldest running Minecraft world with immense history. Until now. Recently, only about a week ago, another server was discovered. Completely hidden from the internet, with only 4 videos total coming up on YouTube upon doing a basic search. A server which has also been running since Minecraft Survival Multiplayer released on August 4, 2010, rivaling the age of Minecraft Online. A server with a tiny community of active players who are still active and playing 10 years later. A Minecraft server which has an older map than Minecraft Online, beginning before even Minecraft Multiplayer was released publicly. Today we'll be talking about Novelin and its immense history. This video is a special one, so be sure to subscribe if you enjoy. No pressure. On November the 28th, small YouTuber Saplo released a video titled Minecraft's Oldest Unknown Server.
I found the server by, I spent a lot of time, I did spend like a lot of time looking through the archives. Essentially when I was like, okay, I want to find an old Minecraft server.
Saplo had an interest in old Minecraft servers and had been searching for older servers on old web pages only accessible through the Internet Archive, otherwise known as the Wayback Machine.
So I went to the server list sites and I just went 2010. That's the day I'm going back to.
He would scour these old Minecraft server listing pages, many of which had ceased to exist long ago.
And like I didn't go on the actual sites, current day sites, and look up 2010 servers because I was like, there's too many new servers. You're not going to find those. Anyone who could find them there would have already done it. So I went on the Wayback Machine. I was thinking someone already would have had that done, but all of the pages there have been untouched by anyone, and I was the first person to ever go through looking for 2010 servers.
On September the 31st, 2020, he found something.
I'm thinking I went through roughly 5,000 IP addresses.
An old capture of the Minecraft forum server listing section from August 14, 2010, not even 2 weeks after Survival Multiplayer was released. Here was a list of servers submitted by users, ordered by the last time they were seen
Love will find a way, like you wanna do. Love will find a way for me.
Amongst the sea of servers lost to time lay Novelin, a dedicated server with a large existing map with random stuff to be found, and regular backups, of course. Googling Novelin doesn't really give that many results. There is a single website with a web map viewer, as we'll get to later, and the website also displays the service plugins for features, and a few lists of recipes, and a brief history.
That
There
dress
also exists a few listings of
unknown.
Minecraft server sites, many of which are
No
hidden due to the
such
server's tiny
person.
player base. Besides that, there are a handful
No
of posts on
such
Reddit,
show.
the Minecraft forums, and Planet Minecraft, many of which are years old and got minimal attention. Heading to YouTube now, and besides Saplo's video, doing a simple search only reveals 4 videos, which combined don't even have 1,000 views total, with the most recent being from 3 years ago.
Yeah, I monitored it for an entire
No
year. Dude.
such
I saw 2
person.
people online
No
at the same
such.
time.
We had
Maybe it
equal.
was 3 people. It's like it never goes above
Like
3 to have an
lovers
online
met.
at one time.
I roast my little, but my chicken wings are whack. The rule upon it, we had a quarrel. That dress unknown. No such person, no such soul. No such person, no such soul. We had a quarrel. A lover's match. I like my liquor, my alcohol is whack. We rode upon it, we had a quarrel set. But just some mama letter kept coming back. Revolver. Abroad upon it, we had quarrel. A lover's match. Oh, oh, my letter kept coming back. We had a quarrel, a lover's match. Oh, my letter. What?
Quiet.
Dangerous unknown.
Like, I remember it clearly. There were more than 2 people online one time, and I was like, yep, that's the most I've ever seen online. And then it never happened again, and that's been a year.
Before Saplo's video, the server was only averaging 1 to 3 players online at best, and their Discord server only had about 70 people in it. It was a tiny community, which had lasted over a decade. The founder and server operator, our boss, Rayuka, or Rob as we'll refer to him as, has been running the server since its inception. But what makes Novoland so unique is that their map is even older than the server itself. Rob originally used this map as a single-player world, meaning much of the terrain near the original spawn was generated before the server went online. In fact, much of the early terrain was generated even before Alpha in Minecraft InfDev. When multiplayer released, he decided to take his single-player world and use it as the world for the server, meaning this world is even older than Minecraft Online's world, and is likely the oldest running Minecraft world in existence. Rob told me he created the map on April the 9th, 2010, about 4 months before Minecraft Survival Multiplayer was released and the server went online. The version the map was originally generated in was InfDev 201.00413. What makes Novoland's map so interesting is that Rob liked to experiment with various plugins, especially world editors, creating interesting and unique terrain and structures. On the server, we walked a couple hundred blocks from Spawn 1 and stumbled upon floating island terrain generation, which Rob mentioned was from an old adventure map made for Minecraft Classic, which Rob copied and pasted in the game, because why? It has long since been abandoned, however. This is a common theme across the server. Unique and interesting builds have been built, abandoned, and left to age over time. While exploring, I also found items on the ground from where it seemed a player had died. It's likely that these items may have been sitting in unloaded chunks for years, just waiting for somebody to stumble across them. Because the server is so small, builds and bases are nicely dispersed around the map, and you could be exploring what you perceive to be the wilderness, only to stumble upon a base built half a dozen, if not more, years ago. What I'm trying to say is that the server does not feel like a museum. Minecraft Online is a great server, but due to its immense popularity, you have to go out thousands of blocks to build a base, and are tightly monitored to ensure not even a single torch is broken in older areas. Novoland doesn't feel like this at all, and feels like a survival server straight out of 2011, with various old bases coupled with a vast and open space for a place to build right nearby. Mobs still spawn in high frequency and threaten you, there's basically zero lag, it feels like it never strayed from its survival roots. There is an almost endless list of cool builds from simple decade-old houses to massive cities and recreations of famous and recognizable things. There's an awesome map viewer on the official website, which not only displays a bird's eye view of the entire map, but also has markers displaying the build's name and where warps are, so you can hop on the server and easily go to it. Because there are so many builds, I'll talk about a few of the most major, which have some interesting backstories, as well as some of the oldest, which predate the server's release. The Citadel is one of the oldest builds on the server, built by Rob back in InfDev before the server was even in multiplayer. A large box-shaped fortress which towers high above the land around it. Rob was kind enough to send me a save of the world from InfDev, so we can compare what some of his oldest builds look like then and now. The Citadel has a nice garden area within its walls, as well as a moat coated with furnaces.
Hello,
My inside is a
Bob. I
famous
got
stone
Bob
city
back.
built by a single player over the span of 5 years.
Yes, that asshole is gone. Don't know that ever.
Hey, what's crack? We straight.
Big shot, pin the bomb, make me reminisce upon. I remember me and dogs.
I like it! On and off. I personally like the jets the most in this build, and just for fun, they copied and pasted the entire city and blew it up as well. Warping to Dog Star reveals two massive Star Destroyers from Star Wars, built entirely from stone. Oh, and if you're wondering what's with all the oddly shaped obsidian portals found all around the map, this was from a plugin called Stargate, which allowed players to walk into portals and teleport to specific locations. A plugin which stopped being updated in newer Minecraft versions. This right here is another one of Rob's earliest bases, built before the server was even a thing. Rob also built this tower nearby, which he used to find his way around the map and prevent him from getting lost. The trees all around the map also look strange, as back when this terrain was generated, only one type of leaf block existed, and through updates with the addition of new leaves, there was a bug which caused current tree leaves to get replaced and will look quite funky. Here's another one of Rob's earliest bases. Built in the middle of a river, Rob would use these old-style torch blocks to prevent the sand from falling and leading water into the base. Paragon is one of the largest bases on the server, supposedly built 7 to 8 years ago, with some players stating it may have been built in 2010. The insides are like a maze and really give off that old-style base feel. However, what's cool is that if you head to the top of the base, you'll realize that you've been in a massive aircraft carrier surrounded by aircrafts. The base was originally built in a tiny lake, but Rob moved it to a massive ocean. Le Cirque is one of the more modern-looking bases, which truly looks astonishing, straight out of a fantasy land. Just goes to show that you can also find a variety of modern villas on the server, especially around the newer spawns. Speaking of which, the server has 13 spawns, normally added when there is a new major update to the game. You can see them on the map and walk to them in-game, of course. One spawn is the server's first spawn, which was already generated by Rob in single player, meaning its terrain is from in-depth versions. Here you will find many of the oldest bases, built all the way back in the server's earliest days. But what would an 11-year-old Minecraft server be without its community? What's so great about Novaland is the fact that it has had a tight-knit community for so long. I decided to speak with longtime player and moderator Dog Rafi and ask him about the experiences he has had on the server while we tour many older towns from 2010 to 2011, which have long since been abandoned.
My name's Dog Rafi. Yeah, I've been playing for like 11 years now, 10 years maybe. I was 11 when I started. I'm 22 now.
Dography has been playing on the server since early 2011, and when he first joined, he hadn't even played single-player Minecraft before, meaning this server was his very first experience with the game. So, how did you actually find the server in the first place?
My friend told me about it at soccer practice one night.
Oh, right, okay.
And we just joined it. He'd been playing for like a month previous to me, maybe. I mean, he had some friends on here as well. So there's a big group of us, like Australians, that play on here now. So this is the dude who introduced me his house, and he said you can live in the basement. So I lived in the basement for a bit.
Oh, right. This is like
my very first house.
You just moved in.
Yeah, literally. This would have been 10 plus years ago. It was like the first server I ever joined, and I pretty much haven't played any other ones seriously since, apart from like, friends hosting servers or whatever.
Of course.
As you can see, my building skill.
You better hit the right side. Here.
Making these things, and they are basically using original parts when it comes to the main board. So this is absolutely not emulation. This is on real PlayStation 2 slapped into this tiny case. So what you're going to get is not a lot. We're going to get a portable device, and of course we're going to get yourself the power adapter for charging it. Because with this device, it works with different kind of batteries, so we're also going to need a special battery charger for that. This is the AC-DC adapter, and here you can see like it has like a different voltage, 8.4 volts, and in total 25.2 watts. And this is like something different because you don't get this every single day. But the reason I already said, like they're using special batteries for making these portable devices. But later on I will show you which one those are. Okay, so let's take a close look at the device itself and how comfortable it is. But first of all, I already want to point out, so what I understand of this device has been made from an original PlayStation 2 Slim Edition. Yeah, of course, the fatty is a little bit too big. I don't know if they can even make it a portable like a portable like this machine from the Fat, but I think not, because of course the PlayStation 2 is already very slim. It's very slim, and they make it more slimmer. Okay, so at the front we're going to get just the normal controls like an original controller. Only there are slightly some differences. So to begin with, we're going to get two joysticks, and the joysticks are similar to the Nintendo Switch. It also comes with the clicks that we're going to need. Then of course we're going to get the cross, square, and the original buttons. There's only one thing I want to show you that I didn't like. The touch itself is quite okay, and it feels very nice. In the middle we're going to get select start, and then we're going to get the D-pad. So the D-pad itself, it looks kind of cheap, like it feels also very cheap, and I mean like the way how it floats. But I can tell you, like, when playing with it, it works perfectly. I don't have the issue that I had with the previous one, and at the moment, those sound okay. So in the middle, we're going to get three tiny buttons, and these buttons are the volume control, and in the middle we're going to get one for getting into the menu. Alright, so let's do a quick overview of it. And at the back we're going to get the plug for charging it. This is basically the second on and off switch. Yeah, that's kind of weird because you need to turn it on over here, and then you need to press the button to boot up the system itself. This device comes with a CF card, so we don't have a USB like with the previous models. Then we're going to get 4 3D printed shoulder buttons. And I'll say when you're holding it, you can touch them okay. It's not the best configuration, but it works. It works better than most of these portable devices. So that's basically like what you're going to get with this device. There is no AV out or something like that. It's purely made for portable gaming. And not to forget, of course, what we can do is plug in a headphone. That is an option you don't have with every portable device.
One lover's back.
Okay, so let's boot it up. The first
Two,
thing we need to
one,
do is
and the same.
switch here to left.
My neighbor is
It
black
also
to
indicates
me.
the color, like how far
With
the
the
batteries
cuts
are
for
empty. Then we go to
lobbles.
press the button, and it will boot up the system. It takes a couple of seconds to boot up with reboot in combination with OPL. And we can play the games from the CF card.
That lover's back.
So at the back we're going to get ourselves a special rooster for against dust in combination with the fan for cooling the system. And I will let you hear it how loud it is. In my opinion, it's loud, but not really annoying loud. Alright, so when you're booting up a game, and it's basically like getting a new signal, sometimes I had the issue that I cannot get into the menu of the display. But here you can see like when you're going to get in the menu, here you can change the brightness, language. You can always like basically put the display in different position if you're having some issues. And fun fact, you can put it in the original 4:3 aspect ratio if you want to. Okay, and of course you can like mute it on off, and we can change out the volume, but we can also do it outside of the menu when you're going, basically pressing the buttons like plus or minus. But if you want to play your old school games, you make an ISO file of it, or the format that you need for booting it up, take consideration that you need to have some tinkering when it comes to OPL in general, because not all the games have like 100% compatibility, and you can fix most of these issues when you're changing out the options. But it's something I can make a separate tutorial about how you need to set everything up. But it's something you need to take consideration when it comes to OPL. It's not really like a plug-and-play device that you slap on your files and you can play a game. Some games will boot up just perfectly, but some games will have some issues in the end. So he is using a very nice display, an IPS display. So when it comes to the colors and even the view angle, what you can see over here, it looks amazing. I personally really love it. So that is a very positive thing. The only thing I didn't like is more like the bezel. And what do I mean with the bezel? So when you're looking very closely, you can see like the silver edge of the display itself. That is something like you need to fix. If this edge or this piece of metal was black, it would be like not really noticeable. And that is the thing that I find a little bit of a bummer in my opinion. Yeah, nitpicking about this, but you're paying a lot of money for this device. Okay, so but how is the overall performance and how is this device? So what I'm noticing with this handheld, it has a very weird looking D-pad and it looks cheap, but you can see it responds like just fine. And that was the first thing that I was very pleased with, because with my previous models, I will show you later on, I had so many freaking issues. Another thing that I really love about this, so with using a CF card or normally USB, you have like significant faster loading time sometimes with some of the games, depending again how the compatibility is. But overall, it's a really cool way to play this way. Okay, but let's first do a quick gameplay. Just how is the overall experience? So the D-pad plays very nice, and also the analog stick is positioned very comfortable. And I was quite surprised, to be honest. The only thing is like the shoulder button, I need to basically like cramp up my hand like this to press it, because like the micro switches, you need to really press them hard. You can already hear like the audio itself is quite good. When you crank it up, you go around 75%, you can hear like this crickling noise. And mostly I leave it like on 50%. That's such a great experience playing these old school games. I'm bumping against everything because I was looking at my camera screen and not the game itself. Really convenient. But this is something for you. That is of course something you need to decide, because it's a very expensive handheld to get. And yeah, so I understand like emulation when I'm making this video is not very common, especially when it comes to Android devices. So still the place to.
On January 14th, Family Movie Night is getting revamped. Only on Amazon Prime Video.
Most would say nothing, but compared when you're looking at other devices I've reviewed from China, this thing has a very nice way to it. And you can feel it in your hands.
You'll find a way. You'll find a way. Like you wanted to.
But it will take long. Okay, so how about the other ones? I just want to do a quick comparison and just talk about the other portables I've reviewed on the channel. But if you want to see a full review, you need to check the different video. But you already can see like this device, like the new PlayStation 2 Mini portable is super small. And it's just mini compared with the other ones. But this is just a quick overview of like what other models look like. So this is the 8-inch version. It's a completely different format when it comes to the display. Pretty damn awesome. It's like a gigantic piece of a PlayStation 2 portable, but it is not really portable anymore. It's a time for more packages from China. Let's go. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's awesome that you're tuning in. So with this video, we are going to take a close look at another product from Chewy. We're going to combine this with some Windows gaming and Bodacera for retro emulation. What can we do with this machine? How far can we push it? And what are we going to get with it? Because this thing comes with a Core i5 8th generation, and it is more powerful than most boxes I've reviewed here on the channel. But there's the question, is this thing worth the money? How is the build quality? Then we're going to find out. Okay guys, so first of all, let's do a quick unboxing about this Chewy box. So they claim this thing is portable, but also still powerful. Or I said powerful, yet small. The question is like, how far?
Join me right now.
My game, that this thing is small, but those things are small. But let's take, like I love to say, the wicked nerdy time. So this Chewy box is, by the way, the 8th generation. I noticed they are selling like different generations. Take that one in consideration. This thing goes in 3.8 GHz turbo mode, comes with 16 GB DDR4 400 MHz, has a storage capacity of 256 GB, but you can extend it, and comes with an Iris Plus 655 GPU from Intel on board. Okay, so next up, let's sell our soul to Skynet, and when we have set this up, let's take a close look at some games in particular. Okay, so Windows have been set up, finally installed the games, so let's take a close look at some basic games like indie games, or some more high demanding games. Let's just see how far we can push the 655 GPU from Intel. Is this thing any good for gaming in Windows? Okay, so the first thing that we're going to play is Cuphead, a really cool indie game, but it is still quite demanding. So I'm noticing like the loading times, everything works very well, and very pleased with the result. So let's do a quick gameplay and let's see how it reacts to the GPU and how it will be. Reason why I think Bodacera
worldwide to places you know and trust.
The PlayStation TV. And when this thing came out, I didn't have an idea like what to think about it. But realizing I'd completely forgotten about this emulation beast. Why? Stay tuned and let's go. The PlayStation TV. Yeah man, I can still remember this thing. Because it was in a bargain box. Nobody wanted it. Like, nobody gave a shit about this thing. But nowadays, I'm thinking, oh man, you can do a lot of great things with it. And maybe a lot of people don't even realize. But hey, welcome back to the channel. It's awesome that you're tuning in. So in this video, I wanted to... close look at the PlayStation TV in 2021. And mainly the reason why, because I think it wasn't a long time ago that I basically picked this thing up. I have this thing a very long time in my storage, but you can do some awesome things with it. So basically, what is the PlayStation TV? The PlayStation TV is basically a PS Vita inside a game system. That's pretty damn awesome. But now with the new Hankaku modifications, we can make a freaking awesome machine out of it. They can play even more than PlayStation Portable and PlayStation Vita. But let's talk about the games quickly, because when you're looking at the games in general, I think it's pretty damn awesome. The PlayStation Portable had so many games, and the PS Vita sadly didn't have the same kind of numbers, because it didn't sell that great, especially here in Europe. So when you're looking at the games, they are like really high quality, and they're like supreme when you're looking at the PlayStation Portable. But they can just play these games on your TV. It's pretty damn awesome, if you ask me. But now, with this new PlayStation TV, we can do even more things. But let's talk about that. Why is this thing a forgotten emulation beast? Because this thing can do a lot of things. Most of this Chinese stuff crap things can do. Alright guys, so let's do a quick unboxing, just together. And I just wanted to give you a quick look what's inside. So this thing comes with an extra box on the outside. Then we're going to get the white box with the PlayStation TV inside. And by the way, the language you're seeing is German. If you have no idea like why it isn't in English, because this has been sold back in the day in a German shop. Yeah, the voucher is not working anymore because it already has been used, so it's pretty damn pointless. Then we're going to get some great explanations. You can also use this device for your PlayStation 4.
How did they
win?
This
thing was quite interesting. Ahead of his time. Of course, some explanation with the looks toilet paper manuals. Nobody cares, nobody reads. And let's take a look at this manual. And what we can do with this machine is connect ourselves on PlayStation controller, of course, because this thing doesn't come with a controller. So in this box, there we're going to get the magic box. So basically, so what I understand of this is exactly the same hardware like a PlayStation Vita. Only to remove the buttons and all the other stuff and makes it thing super tiny. So what you can do over here is adding yourself the game or an SD card, depending what you want to do with it. At the back, we're going to get ourselves an option for an SD card. Then we're going to get the USB, HDMI, Ethernet connection, and here we're going to get the input for the power supply and the on-off button.
We will find your place.
With one USB. So I'm going to use myself some PlayStation 3 controllers in this video, so we can use the Bluetooth compatibility. So let's do a quick unboxing here, because here you can just see that we're going to get the power supply and the cable. So there's nothing really special to see in here, but I just wanted to show you. Okay, so let's talk about what can we play with it. So in my previous videos, we talked about the PlayStation Vita Slim over here and the PlayStation Vita model number 1 that comes with an OLED display. And yeah, basically what you can do with both of these systems, you can now do with the PlayStation TV. And with the PlayStation TV, we have the same capabilities. Think about, we can play retro arch, so this means we can play a lot of retro games. Think about the old school 8-bit, 6-bit stuff, and then we're going to have the option to play PlayStation 1, PlayStation Portable, PlayStation Vita, the minis, and even some homebrew games that you can find on PC and stuff like that. So when you're looking at it, it has a lot of potential. But first, let's take a closer look at one of these systems and just do a quick overview of what you can do with it. And I did read in the comments with the PlayStation Vita videos that a lot of people were naughty and were using the PS Vita basically for a lot of things besides the PlayStation Vita games. Yeah, and also with the handhelds, we're having so many different ways to play. But still, when you're looking at the PlayStation Vita, this thing has so much more to offer. And that also includes for the PlayStation TV. You can play so many really cool, awesome things. There are different ways to play, but for the retro part, RetroArch is one of the ways to go. The reason why is very simple. This piece of hardware, combined with RetroArch, we can play so many cool pieces of old school hardware. Think about 8-bit, 16-bit, even up to PlayStation 1 will not be a problem. So even playing old school stuff on a PS Vita or with a PlayStation TV, I think the most appealing part of this piece of hardware is the PlayStation Portable and the PS Vita. And the reason is very simple, because when you're looking at the PS Vita, there are not a lot of game boxes that will support this platform as a video. But in the end, when you're looking at the stuff we can play with this, it's pretty damn awesome. And I think it's a cool addition to the PlayStation TV. But in the end, like, is this thing worth for you? That is something you need to ask yourself, because you're paying a lot of money for the PlayStation TV. And a lot of stuff, like retro stuff, we can play on so many different devices nowadays. So that is something, again, you need to consider for yourself. But I'm very curious, what are we going to get when it comes to emulation performance on the PlayStation Vita and the PlayStation TV? How far will they push this device, and will this thing even be more capable in the future compared with other devices you can pick up? That is, of course, the question of today that we need to see in the future. What are we going to get? Other boxes I've reviewed here on the channel. Okay, so the first thing I just want to point out before we go into the emulation stuff. So I love this PlayStation TV simply because I can add my indie games to this system, and we can just have a look.
With more cameras and police patrols on WA roads than ever before, if you touch your phone, drink and drive, speed, or don't wear a seatbelt, we're watching.
Authorised by the state government.
So it's the time for package from China.
Turn that off. It's too loud. Play your game. You've got half an hour to get off.
Well, I can go in there. My breach. Why fucking was being electrician, no. So much person, so much show. We're gonna kick myself and not to admit in my society. Overboard upon him, we had a quote. Address son. You ain't a Blue moon, you saw me standing alone without a dream in my heart. Oh, wonder careful. Ooh, 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 on my own. Oh, ooh, whoa, 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 whoa. You're the one that I care for. I fall in love too easily. I fall in love too fast. Oh, I wonder therefore. We rode a barn and we had, well, all together with suspicious minds. We're suspicious minds. We had equal. I love this match. Relax, don't do it. When you wanna go to it, relax. When you wanna go. When you wanna go. Chicken to China, the Chinese chicken. How to come sick in the brains of chicken. Watching it fast with my lights on. Want to try some? Come on. White Is that what this world? Nothing can stop the Duke girl. You are my girl. Nothing can hurt you. Oh no, no, not you. As I'm gonna love you. I don't want to set the world on fire. I just want a flame in you heart. I don't want to set the world on fire. Boom, 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 dun 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 dun. Would you? Please let it be me. Aww. Yeah. Dun 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 dun. It's blue. This is gonna be a confusion. I will find a way. Bye. Bye, everybody. Remove the glow. Bye.